好吗？等一下哦。看得到聊天室的字吗？看得清楚吗？挺早的，差不多吧，7点。调字的啊，等一下我调一下字的大小。怎么调呢？哎呦。哦，等一下，我想到了，应该是这个吧。 不要那么凶。我有点需要救援呢，我有点需要救援呢，我要怎么把游戏视窗化？我有点不知道怎么按。有了，没事，搞定。Auto 加 N， 我太久没用电脑了。可以了，我看一下，差不多好了。哇，终于，OK， 有声音看得到，对吧？这样声音会太小，声过太大声吗？第一次有聊天室，太新奇了。今天大概到，我想一下8点半左右吧，小开一下。之后的话，可能会有固定的时间，比如说，每周1、3、5啊之类的。现在都还在体验一下，习惯一下。没想到我也有这一天。上次是选到了10来着而已。我觉得它的滑鼠移动不是啊，它的摇杆移动太慢了。镜头加速。要当 YouTuber， 不错的决定。先以玩游戏直播看看咯，实况主比较接近吧。YouTuber 好像听起来有点很专业。瞄准灵敏度，这个有点慢耶。怎么这样？是哪一个啊？全职，当然还不能全职了。如果有全职的那一天就好喽。你们知道怎么调它的那个选单的灵敏度吗？我觉得它移动的好慢。看不出来耶，还是说，我的荧幕暗掉。真的，这灵敏度太慢了。什么是我的荧幕暗掉？ 我现在目前看游戏跟视讯画面应该是正常的吧？救命哦！这个速度我有点疯掉哎，太慢了。跟随、瞄准加速、镜头加速，我看一下。哦，这个可能可以调一下。瞄准灵敏度，这应该可以调。它没有选单灵敏度这个东西。没关系，我们先这样好了。好像有比较快。对，我上一次没有戴到戒指，这次有，给你们看。当当，不错吧？我有点忘记的因为我中间要翘课，有点忘记上次玩的按键是怎么按的。要是用我的灵敏度，你们应该全部都会吐吧？还真不能。没事。是不能跑呢，还是我忘记了？好，我记起来了。有多三。安。
I suppose some introductions are in order.
好漂亮哦。
Must be different, starting Hogwarts in your 5th year.
Wonder where they're from.
They're lucky they didn't end up as dragon food, like that poor man.
为什么那么矮？
Did you see the way they just waltzed in at the end of the sorting ceremony last night?
Can't imagine starting a new school this late.
A little room, everyone. Let them through.
刚进来就要社交一下吧。OK， 我调一下。等一下，有四声音。我刚刚在哪调的应该是我从里面调的。这个鼠标好慢。等一下，这样呢？这样会不会好一点？我的耳机要开大声一点。这样子 ，Hello Blooming， こんばんは。哎呦，吓到人家了！我是个怪同学。哎 ，Hello Blooming。
Already knew that. Can I help you? Ah, you're the new 5th year. I'm Sebastian Sallow. Welcome to Slytherin.
Thank you.
Not everyone has a ministry escort to school.
He was a friend of Professor Fig's who merely joined us for the ride.
Still, impressive. Dreadful way to go, poor fellow. Glad you and Fig are all right.
等我一下哦。OK。太 太刺激了。
It was dreadful, certainly, but quite an experience nonetheless.
Interesting
Hi.
perspective.
早安，早安。
How did you and Fig manage to escape?
It's all still a bit of a blur, to be honest.
Didn't mean to press. You just get yourself settled. We can talk more later.
直接问你在读什么？
What book were you reading?
A spell book I picked up. Has a few interesting things, but not exactly what I was looking for. I'm sure you'll find out soon enough. But not every spell you may need can be found in our assigned
我今天真的
textbooks.
好累，我今天整天我大概喊了快20次吧。我只要工作起身，我就在那边啊，我真的好累哦，我真的快受不了了。
Are you saying some spells aren't taught at Hogwarts?
我今天大概6点
Which ones?
6点多就起
Seems
来了。
I may have met a kindred spirit. That
昨天
is a
睡了2个小
conversation
时
for
半。
another time. It was good meeting you.
没
Good luck
前
today.
天睡了2个小时半。昨天我有点忘记我什么时候睡着，我只记得我把 PS 打开的时候，因为我真的太久没开了，然后我把该更新的游戏啊 Apex， 然后 COD 都更新还没结束，我人就不见了，我就睡着了。根本不知道我几时睡的，然后6点就起
If you do
来。
that, you'll lose. Trust me. Ugh, not going to move there, are you?
Here, watch this.
Don't say I didn't warn you.
Checkmate.
Told you.
哦，吓
You
到了
should listen to me.
我怎么长那样？
Ah, I know who you are. You're the new Slytherin, the one who barged in with Professor Fig last night. Interesting tactic on your first day, taking all the attention away from the first years. I'm
那是
Imelda,
当
by the
然
way.
了
Shame I wasn't with you in Fig. I could have lured that dragon away. My skills on a broom are legendary.
Legendary。
Perhaps Professor Fig's friend would have survived if we'd had your help.
Precisely. Perhaps one of these days I'll show you a thing or two about flying. I can teach you more than Kogawa ever could. Speaking of which, I'd like to get in some time on my broom
我
before
现在
classes.
超早醒的，6点就是太阳出来，我差不多就醒了。
Do you have a lot of time to fly during school?
I make the time. There's nothing like swerving through the spires of the castle and around the Quidditch pitch to clear the mind.
Are you a keen Wizard chess fan? You knew that boy was going to lose the match.
Not really. Much too sedate a pastime for me. Also, it's simply not that challenging. The moves are always so obvious. Why does no one else see it?
这个妹妹好像很有趣哦。
Goodbye, Imelda.
晚上好。
Nice meeting you.
上班时间偷看，你老板知道吗？玩到睡着哦。
Good thing Professor
今天
Weasley takes
是
the
不
role
会啦，
seriously.
今天小玩一下而已，1个小时半左右吧。
Nothing yet.
I think I heard one.
Doubt mermaids find us that interesting. Ah, based on all the chatter when you entered the common room, I'm guessing you're the new 5th year. I'm Ominous. Ominous Gaunt.
妮妮，
Nice to meet you, Ominous.
Well, you certainly had a memorable arrival.
Well, if I'm going to make my mark here, I had to start right
我
away.
是一个低调的学姐。
You're definitely in the right house.
我上一次玩什
Do
么
let
时
me
候
know if I
啊？
can be of any help as you navigate your
中间翘
first
课。
days here, though I doubt you'll need it.
Were you expecting to be sorted into Slytherin?
Most certainly. My family on my father's side are direct descendants of Salazar Slytherin, one of the 4 founders of Hogwarts.
之后可
Not something I'm
能
especially proud of, mind
一
you.
个礼拜
He was
播
obsessed with
个
blood
固
status.
定播个
A
3
pure
次
blood
吧
maniac.
大概这样子，
Unfortunately, most of his descendants do not fall far from that tree.
慢慢来调整一下。
Did that student say he thought he heard a mermaid?
Yes, but I've never heard of a mermaid showing up outside our common room window. It is fun to play along, though. Been known to keep some first years on the lookout for hours.
Thank you, Ominous. Very nice to meet you.
Pleasure was all mine. Don't be a stranger.
Is the new fifth-year Slytherin in here? Professor Weasley's waiting for you just by the stairs.
这么快就要抖内吗？确定吗？嗯。上面，我们之后可能会慢慢开启各种新功能，抖内可能也会有啦。
Good morning. I trust you're ready for your first day at Hogwarts.
I've been dreaming of this day for a long time.
那
Can't
个刀，
believe I'm here.
这个是抓
Well,
痕
you
吗
are？ here.
太凶狠
Make the
了。
most of it. You only have one first day at Hogwarts. Now, in light of your unique situation, joining us as a fifth year, you'll need to catch up with your
那整个
classmates
情
and
境都好
not
梦
fall
幻。
behind. Especially as you'll
很有
be
代入感。
expected to complete your OWLs at the end of the year.
OWLs. Owls.
Yes, your ordinary wizarding level exams. They will determine what type of career you can have when you leave here. After much discussion with the headmaster and the Department of Magical Education at the Ministry, we've devised something extraordinary to ensure your success.
哦，
Here you are.
What is it?
It is a wizard's field guide. It will help you to keep track of what you are learning so that you master all that's expected of a fifth year. You would be wise to take full advantage of this exceptionally valuable resource.
笑得
Thank
像
you,
个孩子。
Professor, but what do you mean it will keep track of what I'm learning?
Perhaps seeing it in action will answer any questions you may have. Walk with me and we shall put it to the test. This way.
OK，
I've learned almost all of the Goblin Rebellions off by heart. You can test me.
I certainly would have appreciated something like the field guide when I was a
And I
student.
dare.
Using the guide will also train you to be alert to your surroundings.
Why would I want to hear what you're good at?
魔法的没用的。
Showing off is a muggle trait. You don't see that sort of behavior in the wizarding world.
讲什么小
I
秘
think
密？
it's a sign when you're the best at something. Take me, for example. Hecate said I'd make a wonderful aura. Imagine. My family has a lineage of exemplars. No one is desperate for me to buy these.
不能跑。
The guide will give you opportunities to practice your
美食
magic
专家
and，educate
我看
yourself
起来超
about
叛逆的吧？
wizarding law.
我们当初就是立志要当个不好惹的学姐。
Why don't you cast Revelio on that
Revelio.
statue and see what details the field guide can provide?
哦，这还不能用。 我其实自己在玩游戏的时候应该超级安静的，我完全不会讲话。玩什么枪战游戏也是。好多哦。战斗任务探索实战。 今 常回来领取已解锁的奖励。眼镜。哦，我不是有了吗？
Clever, isn't it? Keep your eyes open for more opportunities like that, inside and outside of the castle.
Revelio.
Ah, good timing. Perfect opportunity to show you how to use flue flames to get around a bit quicker. Your field guide contains a map of the castle. Open it up and find Central Hall.
地图，左侧是学生教授。OK。大理石阶梯。
And here we are. Quite the time saver. These stairs lead directly to Central Hall. You can get almost anywhere in the castle quickly from Central Hall.
好大哦！
Always something happening here. It's the heart of the hive. Our King's Cross station, so to speak. That should be all for now. You'll be expected to attend both Charms and Defense Against the Dark Arts classes today. And I'd like to be sure you get to Hogsmeade as soon as possible to replace the supplies you lost on the way here.
Can you tell me more about the Defense Against the Dark Arts class?
Defense Against the Dark Arts, as the name implies, focuses on how to defend oneself against the evils that lurk beyond these walls. A mastery of Defense Against the Dark Arts is required for those who aspire to become auras.
有没有邪气使？
Fortunately, we are lucky to have the ever-gifted Professor Heckert in charge of our students' education in that regard.
What will I learn in Charms class?
Exactly what you might expect. Spells, charms, jinxes, all terribly useful. I think you will enjoy Professor Ronan. He's a clever and entertaining wizard, and a talented teacher.
You mentioned Hogsmeade, Professor.
Hogsmeade is the only all-wizarding village in Britain, and is home to an array of shops and pubs. You should be able to find all of the school supplies you require in Hogsmeade. You will also, I imagine, enjoy many a butterbeer there with friends in
哈
due
利波
course.
特故事之前，对不对啊？这边的时间线，是在哈利波特的几百年前吗？更早之前。
Thank you, Professor Weasley.
A lot to absorb on your first day, and you have much to learn. Happily, your professors have agreed to create additional assignments for you outside of class. You'll be up to speed in no time. Judging by your adept use of Revelio earlier, I'd say Professor Fig succeeded in at least showing you the basics.
He did, Professor.
He's been terribly vague as to the events preceding your arrival, specifically about what happened after that awful dragon attack. My suspicion is that there's more to the story than a search for belongings and an extended trip up to the castle.
We did take a bit of a detour on the way here. Ended up exploring some ruins and... I shouldn't say more.
Exploring ruins? Well, I presume Professor Fig has his reasons for keeping the details to himself for now. Speak of the devil, Professor Fig. Your ears must have been burning.
Oh?
Yes. You seem to have provided our new fifth year with a solid foundation in the basics of spellcasting.
Ah, I'm afraid I can't take all the credit there, Professor. They've a rare aptitude for magic, it seems.
Well, I'm just glad you both arrived in one piece. Perfectly good boats and carriages to Hogwarts, and you chose to fly in the path of a dragon.
I wouldn't say I chose the dragon's path, Professor. Rather unfortunately, it would seem that it chose us.
Very well. Enough chit-chat. I need to get to class myself. Might I rely on you, Professor Fig, to explain the details of the field guide's map?
Of course.
Thank you. Good luck today. And remember to use your field guide. It will be invaluable to you. And invaluable to me, as I'll be using it to keep up to date on your progress.
Yes, Professor.
Come and find me in my classroom after you've attended both classes today, and I'll explain more about those assignments I mentioned. And we'll see if we can't get you to Hogsmeade for those supplies.
补给品都是有补品。
It's good to see you, Professor.
And you. I was hoping our paths would cross today, before you immersed yourself in studies. Did I hear you and Professor Weasley talking about exploring ruins?
英式英文真好听。没事。
Yes, sir. But I didn't tell her anything else about our travels here. I will say, I think she suspects we're not being entirely forthcoming.
Yes, well, Professor Weasley is a brilliant and astute witch. It was right to keep the details to yourself for now. We don't know where this path we've embarked upon will lead. It may require a bit more flexibility with your time than she would approve of. And she may feel obliged to share details with the headmaster that would be better left between us.
Understood, Professor.
Good. Now, as capable as you are, I believe the ability you possess obliges you to be well trained. Happily, you have the benefit of an exceptionally skilled team of witches and wizards to guide you. Speaking of guides, and so that I may avoid another not-so-subtle reproof from Professor Weasley, why don't I show you the clever enchantment we included in the field guide's map? Unfold it and have a look.
听起来很怎么讲啊？很有格调。
The map is enchanted to help you find your way.
This will be incredibly helpful. Thank you.
Now, sounds like you've quite a day ahead, what with classes and a trip to Hogsmeade for supplies, including your own wand. You'll enjoy Mr. Ollivander. He's an exceptional craftsman and a good friend. I shall reach out when I have more information about our mysterious locket. For now, focus on your classes and pay attention. More than your owls may hinge on the magic you are able to master within these walls.
好想打枪战。哎，那个，如果我要打枪战的话，我可以用 PS 的摇杆，就是接线 PS 摇杆吗？而插霸摇杆我真的有点忘了，不太熟悉。哎，啊？哎，啊？所以我刚刚那是 bug 吗？哎，啊？你们有看？ 你们有看到我刚刚穿墙了吗？我刚已经学会穿墙术了呢。What the fuck？ 啊，你没有看到吗？哇，不愧是学姐，不小心漏了一手。啊，好可爱哦！监视器。等一下，我晃晃。
Handy resource indeed, your field guide. I'm most pleased to be included.
Oh, every time.
Is that all you've got?
Levioso!
Professor Hecat!
Perhaps you'd be good enough to blast each other to pieces in your own time. I get new students every year, but I only have one Hebridean black skull. It was a token from the Great Poacher Raid of 1878. No doubt you've heard of it. Now, you may be asking yourself how an old woman like me single-handedly took out the largest poacher ring in eastern Wales and lived to boast about it. Knowledge. To the wise, age matters very little. Today we will review a spell that has saved me from death at the hands of dark wizards more times than I care to remember. Levioso.
Levioso? A levitation charm?
Levioso! A surprised opponent is a weak opponent. Care to defend yourself, Master Pruitt? No? One thing I've learned as an unspeakable is the value of simplicity, especially in the heat of battle. Now, let's practice what we've just learned, starting with something small.
Levioso.
It's the world of Harry Potter, so everyone.
Now, let's try something a little larger.
就是某一些音嘛，说像是 water 变成 water, bottle, a bottle of water, a bottle of water. Harry Potter， 那你们知道印度的哈利波特怎么讲吗
Let's begin with the basic cast.
Harry Potter 。RT， 我看看，等一下，我忘记了，下面是 T， 上面是 B，OK。
See how the dummy deflected your cast? This time, cast Levioso first, then the basic cast. Remember, a surprised opponent is a weak opponent, as Master Pruitt so artfully helped me demonstrate earlier. So, now the basic. Well done.
Well done.
Well done.
Okay. Trust 我会讲英国腔吗？
But the best way to practice is by dueling. We'll start with you two. Duelists, take your marks.
Time for a proper Hogwarts welcome.
Now, I want a fair duel, using only Levioso, basic cast, and Protego. You may begin.
下次听你讲。
Lucky.
Nothing lucky about it. I know.
为什么他打他的胯下？
This can't be it, but
绝子绝子。
Let's just say I'm a good man.
All of my students for this event.
哎，我把他打出场了。
Lively duel.
Not bad for a beginner. You give as good as you get.
太快了吧，同学。
I put you on the spot, and you rose to the challenge. Points to Slytherin.
Thank you, Professor Hecat. Glad to have the opportunity to practice.
If what I've seen today is any indication, we can expect great things from you. I demand excellence from my students. They are capable of achieving it, and they must achieve it. A classroom duel is one thing, but battling dark wizards, or as ever more likely, goblins, is a different kettle of Grindylows entirely.
Understood, Professor.
So, I'd advise you to keep practicing whenever you can. Perhaps Mr. Sallow will have some ideas for you. Again, well done today. I shall reach out soon with additional assignments. All right. That's enough spectacle for one day. Class is dismissed.
Oh, if you know the right spells, it's dark wizards that'll fear you, not the other way around.
你们最近都在打 COD 吗？还是别的？
I'd hate to face Professor Hecat in a duel.
有空我就上线，我已经更新好了，等等我。
Nice work.
I enjoyed that.
Well, that duel was quite something. Everyone will be talking about it.
It was certainly good practice.
Practice? Felt more like I was dueling an expert. Didn't expect a new student to be so deft with a wand. Then again, perhaps this wasn't your first duel.
谢喽谢喽，我可能会迟到，但我不会缺席。当然是第一场啊。
In fact, it was. Perhaps I have a knack for it.
Be coy if you like, but I know better. Magic requires intention and talent. You know,
Okay.
you might be a perfect fit for a certain exclusive, unsanctioned dueling organization.
Exclusive and unsanctioned. Count me in.
Excellent. Knew I was right about you. If you want to get the most out of your time at Hogwarts, you're going to need to break the rules now and then. Whether it's joining a secret dueling club, or sneaking into the restricted section of the library, you just have to be clever enough not to get caught.
Thank you, Sebastian. I'll keep that in mind.
Good. Pleasure chatting with you. I'm sure I'll see you soon. Perhaps somewhere unsanctioned? We'll see if your performance today was sheer luck or actual skill. Look for Luke and Brattleby near the clock tower entrance. If you're interested.
那我会没有鼻子吗？
Till next time.
如果还有鼻子的话，我考虑一下。挑战出行魔咒课，速速前。哦，披风手套，还没装备。真的假？听起来真有趣。我就44块。哦，不行，哦，好丑，好丑，好丑。我赚钱的来源，买衣服是我赚钱的动力是吗？ 小变金色的。OK， 卖衣服是我赚钱的来源。那我直接可以直接卖掉吗？有够丑！哇，30块！我的豆花30块。啊，是不是要到店里去卖？哇，还不能卖吗 ？OK。摇杆动得太慢了。好想学咒语。导虫，这算是一种导虫吗
？I promise.
鬼魂。
Professor Ronan tends to go on a bit. We sometimes have to remind him to finish the lesson.
Some of us don't necessarily want him to get back to the lesson.
I'd never risk leaving things in the dormitory. What? It's highly logical.
I can't wait till my sisters are at Hogwarts with me.
Here, behind you. There is an open seat here.
哇，想跟我交朋友是吧
Hello, I am Nettie. So you are the new student. Have you met Professor Ronan yet?
Shall we begin? Welcome to Year 5 of Charms. Now, this will be a crucial year in your education on the art of charm work. But I am confident that we will take hold with the passion and rigor requisite of such a challenge. Right, now, everyone, please open your textbooks to page 517. But before we begin, can anyone here tell me the difference between the incantations of the color change and growth charms? Anyone? Anyone? I am afraid it is too late to study now. My, the summer months must have really taken a toll on you all. By the looks of it, you all spent your holidays practicing Obliviate on one another. Do you even remember how to perform a basic summoning charm? Well, it seems that we are in dire need of review. Everyone get into pairs and take positions on opposite sides of the classroom. Now let's put those textbooks to use as the blunt objects you so believe they are, and take turns summoning them out of one another's hands. Only one book will be needed per partnership, Miss Dale. Thank you. Get into place now.
Akio. That is not bad.
You are a swift learner. I see a lot of potential, but remember, Potential is nothing without practice. Keep at it. You might just rival Miss Onai here. Very good, everyone. That's enough of that. Well, as you all seem to have the basics down, and it is an exceptionally lovely day, I was thinking that we might have ourselves a little excursion outside for a spot of fresh air. After me.
R 锁定目标。
I've always found that fun goes hand in hand with mastery, as I'm sure the Quidditch players amongst us would agree, hmm? So, what better than a bit of sport to put our prowess with the summoning charm to the test, right? So why don't we have our newest student start us off? Hmm? Very simply, cast Accio on one of the spheres and relinquish your charm. That's it! Not too much. Now, think of this like gobstones, if you will. But instead of throwing the marbles out, you are summoning them toward. Very good! Stay focused. Excellent control there.
别
Don't lose your composure.
再让我试一下。
Very good. Points to Slytherin. But there's certainly no sport in playing without some friendly competition. Miss Onai, would you care to give our new student a bit of a challenge? Come on up.
可以，我学会了，应该吧。
You'll be the blues, just as before, and Miss Onai, you are playing red. Clear?
Yes, sir.
我是蓝色。谁先？他先。
Let us see this.
挡住你！太强了吧！太强了吧！ 是放掉还是？OK。
Splendid!
Here we go.
哦，很拽呢。
Yes.
他是要我放掉还是再按一次？我有点搞不懂。别啊！
Not to worry.
Watch this.
别啊，你不要那么厉害好不好？太强了吧！哦，是放掉。OK， 好，我学会了。练习一下。
Nicely done.
啊，你再让我玩一次好不好？让我试试一下。
Let us make this a bit more interesting, shall we?
I think we are well past interesting at this point.
I'll say.
Enough chatter. Focus now. You will need it. This round settles it all.
Let us see this.
这好像有点难哦。
That is how it's done.
轮到学姐了。太快了！哦，没事。
Ouch! Well played.
哇！
Be sharp.
你不要撞我哦。
Yes.
Very good.
What's this? Phew. Well done.
OK， 啊，这30。学姐，她直接称呼我学姐。
Very good, both of you. Well done. Class is dismissed. Gather your things on the way out.
Good game back there. I must admit, I think I underestimated you. Took me weeks to become proficient with Accio. Took weeks for me to get anything right when I transferred here. It gets easier, I promise.
Thank you, but I've been holding my own.
I appreciate your confidence. I transferred here from Ouagadougou just before my 4th year. My mother received an offer to teach divination here. Before I knew it, we had left Uganda and were halfway around the world at a new school in a new country.
Is Ouagadougou much bigger than Hogwarts?
Ouagadougou School of Magic is the largest wizarding school in the world. So yes, bigger than Hogwarts. But it never seemed intimidating or overwhelming to me. It always felt like home.
Is Ouagadougou a castle like Hogwarts?
Its address is Mountains of the Moon. It is not so much a castle as a beautiful edifice carved out of the mountainside. I remember the first time I saw it, the mist was so thick I could hardly make out anything at all. And then it just materialized before me, this enormous school that seemed to be floating in midair.
It's nice to learn about another wizarding school.
Thank you for asking. I do miss Ouagadougou, but I am glad to be here at Hogwarts. Ah, I think Professor Ronan wants to talk to you. Better not keep him waiting. Until next time.
Of course, you can use Accio on humans, if you're so inclined.
Well, you'd be using it on clothing, to be precise, Sebastian.
A word,
you
if
know
you
it won't work on humans.
You wanted to speak with me, Professor?
I did. I trust your first charms lesson lived up to expectation?
Well, an outdoor competition wasn't exactly the lesson I was expecting, sir.
What charm is there in the expected? You did well, managing to best as gifted a student as Miss Onai.
Thank you, Professor. I enjoyed the match.
Miss Onai is always a fierce competitor, though I sense that she is a bit distracted of late. Now, Professor Weasley has asked that your professors give you instruction outside of the ordinary curriculum. Expect to hear from me soon regarding a special assignment that I am preparing for you.
Hello there. You're the new student, aren't you?
Hello. You wanted to speak to me?
Samantha Dale. I've been eager to meet you. You're the student everyone's been whispering about. Hope your first day's going well. You certainly seem to hold your own in charms.
等一下，后面的同学在干嘛？复健吗？拽一点。
Thank you, but it really wasn't all that challenging.
My brother William would tell you not to be so humble and to trust your abilities. He tends to be a bit overconfident in his. Well, better see to my charms homework. I find Professor Ronan's lessons a bit more challenging than you do.
习惯 PS 的按键选项在这边了，那么高，这边好低哦。和威斯理教授碰面。这个是解完的还是还没呀？支线，下面这个是支线。我总觉得他们名字我一定记不起来。
The werewolves joined the goblins.
You can't imagine how inconvenient travel was before I invented blue powder.
And by the end of it, the Minister for Magic was Albert Boot.
No, it wasn't.
Oh, what fun!
等一下我就卡住。
The boy who says you're telling
每次都这样。
Lies, Peeves. It was Albert Boot.
No, it wasn't. It was Basil Flack.
Oh, fight! It's a bold attack. Was the Minister a boot or the
这是
Minister
我
a
等一下要
flat?
解的吗？
Stop it, Peeves. You'll get us in trouble.
In trouble you will be, but you can't get Pete to smack. She says it's a boot, and he says it's a flat.
Peeves, enough. You'll get us all detention.
等一下再来。
And you're both wrong anyway. It was Hephaestus Gore.
It wasn't boot and it wasn't flack, but you're all in trouble with Professor Black.
目前没有主线吗？下面这个不能引导，还是说 OK 吧？不要自己放在他身上。哦，追踪有了，有了。
If I had to pick a favorite professor.
不走楼梯，要这么叛逆？纯血啊，纯血。不是野心吗？ 纯正的巫师血统，这么帅。还有在玩之前，还有稍微恶补一下《哈利波特》。啊，猫咪，猫咪，哦，还葫芦，要不要那么可爱？谢裸猫，蓝眼睛呢？它尾巴也太大根了吧？
What about the room, Professor?
I was thinking the same thing, Deke. Perhaps you could help.
Oh, excuse, Deke.
Deke. Ah, there you are. I trust your first classes went well?
They did, Professor.
I heard as much from Professors Hecat and Ronan. Seems Professor Fig taught you quite a bit during your brief detour near... what was it you said? Some ruins? I'd wager there's a good deal more to your travels here than what you've told me. Isn't there?
Nothing more, Professor.
I see. Like trying to get a sonnet from a streeler. Regardless, you must continue to build upon what you've learned. In that regard, I've asked your professors to help hasten your progress with some extra assignments.
I'm not sure I have time for extra assignments, Professor.
You shall find the time. You'd be astonished to know just how much you don't know. In fact, Professor Ronan will meet you outside momentarily to assign your first one. Now, regarding the trip to Hogsmeade I mentioned earlier, we've arranged to replace the supplies lost on your way here, including seeds, potion recipes, and spellcrafts.
Thank you, Professor.
And Mr. Ollivander will connect you with the perfect wand. You've managed your classes well with a borrowed wand, but you'll find the magic you cast with your own wand to be far superior.
I've never heard of a spellcraft before, Professor. What is it?
A spellcraft is a recipe of sorts used when conjuring objects. I shall explain more about them when you begin working with transfiguration magic.
Can you tell me more about the potion shop, Professor?
J. Pippin's Potions stocks a wide array of potions ingredients, although they rarely sell recipes. Professor Sharp asked that they have a couple of particular recipes on hand for you.
There's an Ollivander's in Hogsmeade.
There is. Most people are familiar with the shop in Diagon Alley. We're fortunate to have someone like him nearby. Mr. Ollivander is a genuine craftsman and highly skilled wand maker. I would trust no one else to pair me with a wand.
I'm eager to get to Hogsmeade.
Very well. I'd like you to make your first visit to the village with a classmate. Help you get your bearings. Perhaps Sebastian Sallow or Natsai Onai. I've noticed you spending time with them.
Onai 学姐。
I'd like to go with Sebastian.
Glad to hear it. Mr. Sallow is a capable young wizard, and he knows the area. He'll keep you well clear of any of Victor Rookwood's undesirables en route.
Rookwood?
A rather unsavory local. Best to avoid him and his associates, including his right hand of sorts, Theophilus Harlow, if you can. Once you've finished Professor Ronan's assignment, your friend will meet you at the castle doors. No time to waste. The sooner you complete your work, the sooner you can enjoy a butterbeer at the Three Broomsticks.
我成年了吗？我可以喝酒了吗？我要黏着卫斯理，不是啊，黏着塞巴斯汀。
Revelio.
怎么换了一只？等一下。刚刚是谢裸猫，现在是三花猫。哦，要不要那么可爱？受不了。
Ah, there you are.
You have a new spell to teach me, Professor?
Indeed I do, and an exceedingly useful one at that. The mending charm, Reparo. Fixes things right up, makes a broken object good as new in the blink of an eye.
It seems as if that might come in handy.
More frequently than one would imagine. As Professor Weasley mentioned, I am not the only one who will be teaching you spells outside of class in an effort to catch you up with your peers. A number of your professors have agreed to do so as well, but first, each shall ask that you complete a few preliminary tasks to hone your magic. I have arranged some for today. See them through and then report back to me. We will have you casting Reparo in no time.
那是当然的啊，毕竟我的脸没有很好看吧，我的手比较顶吧。大家都露脸，我就露手。噔噔，你看4个戒指，手还不错对吧？手还有声音就够了吧？有脸的话，你们糖太多了，吃太多糖了，要慢慢来对吧？给你一个爱心，给圆圆一个爱心。
I'll start on the task right away, Professor.
不过这个角度看起来比较短一点。如果我这样拿的话，我想说有没有一个这样子感觉就长多了，对吧？这个角度，真的吗？我一直都觉得拿摇杆超性感的，不管是男生或是女生，就比起用滑鼠玩，好。比起用滑鼠玩，你们不觉得摇杆超性感的吗？就是一个，你可以看得出那个手就是不会只有这样平面的，是说还有一些骨骼的纹理啊。完了，现在开始在
Professor, why must I complete these tasks?
They are meant to give you first-hand experience as you proceed to master new bits of magic. Good luck, and I shall see you soon.
害我没办法好好玩游戏。
Professor, why must I complete these tasks?
They are meant to give you first-hand experience as you proceed to master new bits of magic. Good luck, and I shall see you soon.
真的，而且我也不会，我不太会玩键盘。我觉得键盘要用这边按键嘛，然后右手是拿滑鼠。但我觉得，比如说我玩枪战好了，然后我这边瞄准，然后射击，就只有这2个功能。然后我的左手要走路、蹲下、跳、换子弹、换枪，blah blah blah blah，全部都用左手，我真的太累了。哎，等一下
，Professor， what？
They are meant to give you first-hand experience as you proceed to master new bits of magic. Good luck, and I shall see you soon.
我也不太会用键盘，我今天连用键盘打字我都打一堆错字。
This is the right area.
有点不习惯擦棒摇
I wonder where the flying page is. Lumos.
我要先学，对不对？才能用这个。No 你啊，在干嘛？我真的很喜欢摇杆耶，还好真的可以接摇杆玩。收集飞行的书页，我是不是要先把雕像复原才有书页啊 ？OK， 没有问题。是地图上那个对吧？这个。是这个吗？先做主线。有吗？刚刚有奶奶吗？你说猫咪吗？哎，那个在飞的是这个吗？哎，等一下。我，拿。我是按错吗？速速前是把东西拿过来，然后阿比奥索是把东西背起来。聊天室延迟很多，应该没有，我刚刚没有看到奶奶。不然你们现在讲，我回复你看看。我只有我调最低延迟。你讲话，可以把敌人拉过来，用枪比较准。这样呢？这样有很延迟吗？不要讲的好像我随时都在拿枪，好不好？差很多，真的假的？等一下哦，不然我把聊天室这边更新一下，大概差多久啊？现在呢，你们再讲话，就是等于说你打字，然后我接收到的时间大概要多久？可以看一下，枪比较好用，荣恩枪比较好用，让我想到那张迷因图。5到6秒其实算还好吧。因为我是调了最低延迟，可能我这边网络也比较没有那么给力。Twitch 的话会不会延迟更少？Apex 玩起来。
Perhaps I'll come back to this.
12秒。12秒哦？怎么会？想说我已经调最快了。
I should come back to this another time.
Apex 可能之后吧，我现在主要是先熟悉一下这个开台的这个节奏啊。副手，等我一下哦。我好久没开 Apex 了。
I don't think I'm ready for this just yet.
哦，锁住的是不行，现在还不能接任务吗？ 可以用魔法，但还不能用黑魔法。我看一下啊，累积学习的进度并完成罗南教授指派作业，所以我先去看作业。我先看一下我的作业有什么。哦，前面被镜头挡住了。作业，我要先把书页收集完吗？有说要几个书页吗？还是说一个就可以了？我先等一下，等一下，任务。在黑魔法防御术高塔收集飞行的树叶。哦，有这点点是代表完成了吗？所以是下一个受损雕像附近。我们先去看一下。是这两个对吧？安超能力，现在才看到。
Everyone knows.
为什么龙要带奶奶去啊？哦。要8个页面是吗？我看错吗？要8张。
A flying page must be around here somewhere. Brilliant.
哦，魔物猎人，刚刚有看到黑龙头。我很熟悉这个游戏的节奏，不过我其实之前比较少玩这种节奏游戏。
I trust the preliminary tasks weren't too much trouble.
够了吗？
I completed the assignments, Professor.
Marvelous. You clearly know your way around basic charms. Let us give the old mending charm a try then, shall we? Remember to be deliberate in your enunciation and movements. I want to see some vigor. Now, wand at the ready.
Yes, sir.
Remember, your wand is a conduit of your magic. That's it. Very good. If you would like to practice mending something, have a go with that broken statue in the alcove by the water. It allegedly symbolized heartbreak. Perhaps a jilted lover thought it too accurate and lashed out.
哦，现在糯米睡在主机上面。
Reparo.
Nicely done. Works like a charm, doesn't it?
这样就好了。哎哎
Reparo.
我可以把它打坏。那这个就不行。所以我们可以解另外一个任务了。 这个。
There's something in it.
学长，我来了。
Well, fancy meeting you here.
Hello, Sebastian.
Ah, my new charge. I'm told you're in dire need of supplies, and I'm to accompany you into Hogsmeade for them. Is this your first foray
学长，
into
虽
the
然你不
village?
是我喜欢的
It
类型，
is.
但
I
如果你
haven't
能
left
教
the
我黑魔
castle
法
since
就
I
太好。
arrived.
Well, I shall endeavour to be the
萨
very
拉斯丁的
best
支
of
线
guides
没
then.
问题。
Hogsmeade's a charming little place, self-contained too. We should be able to find you everything that you need. Shall we?
Shall we? Shall we? 哎，看看，我们今天可能差不多到这边了。我等下还有事情。
I was glad Professor Weasley asked me to join you
看一下
today.
他要说什么。
As am I. Thank
差
you,
不
by the
多
way.
喽。等一
Of
下。
course. You're the only one who's ever bested me in a
之后
duel.
的话，可
The
能
way
至
I
少
see
会
it,
开
I'd be
2
wise
个
to
小
keep
时
an eye
吧
on you.。
如果以固定的话来说，
Speaking of Weasley, she seems to have taken quite a shine to you.
Has she?
找
That's
个
nice to
每
hear.
周6日，
I'm still surprised that a
找个
professor
3
would
天
entrust
之
me
类
with
的。
anything, given my detention record.
好大哦！
Spend a lot of time in detention, do you?
哎呦，
Just enough to keep me well-rounded.
他还会等我，这么贴心。
Speaking of detention, this trip to Hogsmeade might have saved me from one.
魁地奇是什么？
Glad I could be of service.
Madam Scribner, the librarian, was on the hunt for me, as is often the case. Professor Weasley came to retrieve me, and I was able to convince old Scribner that I had somewhere to be.
So how did you manage to get on the
惹
librarian's
到图
bad
书馆。
Well, I suspect it's a matter of differing opinions. She thinks I shouldn't be allowed in the restricted section. And
有问题的
I,
同
on the
学。
other hand, am inclined to disagree. Oh, just one moment. This is an excellent spot to gather lacewing flies. They're pretty to look at. If you stew them long enough, they make a powerful potion ingredient.
你的意思是叫我收集？哎，这个花好可爱，把布花，把布把布，好吵。它会有跌落伤害吗？等一下，是里面在打雷，还是我家外面在打雷啊？嗯？
Do you think Poppy's already seen the hippogriffs?
我不会摔死。
Absolutely.
Likely already named.
To the left is the Forbidden Forest. Out of
有
bounds
点有
to all
点突然，
students.
突然就想游泳。
Hence the name.
Precisely. They think it's too dangerous.
怎么
I think
办
they？need to have more confidence in our defensive abilities.
突然就想游泳了，对不起。哎 啊，等一下。我回来了。怎么是我抛弃了他？好饿。给你们看拿摇杆的手有多性感。这样。噔噔。是不是这个角度比较好一点呢？会吗？比起说这样子好像没什么，这样子。但只是我的腰有点酸而已。
Have you had much of a chance to explore the castle?
A little. It's positively enormous.
It is that. I've been there 5 years and barely scratched the surface. Loads to see, places to discover.
Oh, any you'd like to share with the class?
I'm not around telling you all my secrets now, can I?
可以给马撞吗？
You still haven't told me how you became so good at dueling.
太远了吧，学长。学长，你们有脚踏车吗？在这个地方也要走路的。
I've always thought Thestrals pulling a carriage a bit grim, though I suppose most people don't actually see them at all.
But you can see them.
Unfortunately. But you've seen quite a bit yourself firsthand too. Most notably that dragon attack. Hopefully the rest of your year isn't as eventful.
那是什么？这什么吃魔吗？哇，感觉这个地图很多东西呢。
Mr. Moon! He's the Hogwarts caretaker. Looks a bit worse for wear. Hello, Mr. Moon. Have you met our new 5th year?
Pleasure. You might want to turn back, Mr. Sallow. Turn and run.
Is everything all right, sir?
Oh, look right at me. Eyes big as saucers.
What did, Mr. Moon?
Demi-guys. Ugly and airy and terrifying.
为什么他都有魔法无效
I shall be at the castle where it's safe. Good luck to both of you.
A demi-guise? I don't know what he's putting in his pumpkin juice, but he's obviously had too much of it. I've never seen Mr. Moon in such a state.
哇，很多呢。这个该不会就是黑魔法吧？看起来挺赞的。哇，这太帅了吧！他除了这些，还有新增的吗？3个而已。
Mr. Moon is quite the character. My sister Anne thinks he's lovely, but I'd say he could improve a bit as a caretaker.
Oh, is your sister in Slytherin too?
She is, or rather, she was. She's not well at the moment, but she'll be better soon and back at Hogwarts.
啊！好像 Steam 玩的，用电脑玩的。哦，我刚刚打了什么？我刚刚打鸟了吗？啊，没有，那是。哦 ，OK。猫咪，猫咪。
Honestly, If one could bottle the magic of this place. I don't know if it's the shops or the people, but there's just something about Hogsmeade. We all flock to it like moths to a flame.
这里的猫太友善了吧？安安，玉米。想到处吃饭。啊！对啊啊！是什么？无限生出餐点，这是一种魔法吗？这是一种魔法吗？吃不完的食物。哦，原来可以瞄准，我都忘记了。食物变不见。什么？为什么是重生？
So how would you
他
like
们
to
也
do
会
this?
复复修。等一下，复修是可以修食物的吗？
A wand and some other
啊
bits?
Yes, dittany seeds, some spellcrafts, and some potion recipes.
Perfect. Can't wait to see what you do with the new wand. And a short
我
list
就
gives
今
you
天
plenty
睡
of
前应
time
该
to
要
poke
复习
around
一
the
下这
village.
些咒语怎么
I
念
just。have to pop into a shop to
复
find
复
something for my
修
sister.
速
Let's meet up in the
前
town circle when
点
you're
灯
finished.
叫什么啊？点灯叫
Remember, have fun. It's Hogsmeade.
哇哦，这边是商店。火焰呢？还是说城堡以外就不会显示火焰的地方？速前，可以听一下吗？拉维阿萨是这样念吗？漂浮咒，好，我们就说漂浮咒好了。这实在有点难念哎。拉维阿萨吗？复复手 ，Lumos。OK， 是拉比亚萨吗？我有点忘记了。Lumos， 然后哦，那叫 Lumos。嗯 ，Levioso。Levioso。Leviosa， 正音班。Lumos。Levioso， 我听他是念手。Repairer。这三小，叔叔现在念什么
Lumos。
哈？听无？访问卷轴。差不多啦，今天。 差不多，各位，我下线了，我要去吃饭啊！给你们一个爱心。嗨，阿康，我要下线了。小玩了1个小时半，最后补给你们一些性感的摇杆手，这样子，这样看起来比较长。好了，我要下线了，你们来的真不是时候。每次都是我要下线前的，然后就跑来一堆人啊！之后会开比较长一点，应该会好一点。我没有买插霸，我没有买插霸，是它摇杆而已。我是用电脑播的。好啦，我们下一次见，拜噗，拜拜，拜拜，拜拜。拜拜，啵啵。